What's up, Doc Nation? How you guys doing today? I hope everything's going well. So a lot of you guys have approached me off stream and asked me to do a path to success video on Twitch. Basically, you know, to offer my tips and tricks of the trade and all that. And, you know, I'm flattered. I'm honored that some of you find me to be a successful streamer. I don't quite feel like I'm there yet. You know, I've got a long path ahead of me. But I'm very grateful and very happy on where I am right now. I really am. You know, we set out to make partner in 6 months, and that would have put us at July. And you know, here we are in March, you know, going into April, and you know, we're partnered and we're subbed. We got the sub button, you know. So it was a lot of hard work. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I busted my ass, and you guys know that. You know, so you know, cool. You guys want to hear from me on this shit? All right, fine. Now I've got no script. All right. I'm gonna stumble over my words. This is how I YouTube. This is my thing, you know. It's raw and uncut. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. All right, so, and I'll give some do's and don'ts as well, because there are some things that I've seen people do that, you know, I'm like, really, you know, it's kind of cheesy, kind of corny. I wouldn't do that, you know. But anyway, okay, let's jump into it. The first thing is, go into streaming knowing that there's going to be a lot of investing. And I'm not just talking about money, okay? You're going to have to invest your time. You're going to have to invest, you know, money, all right? You're going to have to invest, I mean, patience. You know, there is a lot of investing that goes on to being a streamer. Now, when I say that, you know, investing time, I mean that, you know, if you're going to stream 2 or 3 days a week, 2 or 3 hours a day, don't expect to make any serious inroads. You know, streaming requires commitment. You need to be on here. You need to be on here, you know, a minimum, I would say a minimum of 5 hours. 8 is best, but a minimum of 5 hours for a minimum of 5 days a week, you know, if you want to be able to pick up any kind of traction. Now, if you're streaming for recreational purposes every once in a while, you're not looking to be a full-time streamer, that's fine, totally cool, do your thing. But if you're looking to make it big, you need to be convenient for your viewers, not the other way around. All right, part of that is also having a schedule. A schedule is absolutely critical. You want people to be able to plan you around their lives, not plan their lives around you. So as your viewer, I don't want to have to say, oh my God, you know, I better get online because he's only live for 3 hours and I gotta catch him right now. You know, as a viewer, I want to be able to say, you know, okay, you know, he's okay, he has a schedule. I know he's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's 5 o'clock. Okay, cool. I can still, I'm running a little late, but I can still catch him for 3 hours. You know, that's what you want your viewers to say. You want to be convenient for your viewers to come on in and catch you for as much possible time as they can. So, you know, a schedule is important. Even if it's just a bare bones schedule, get something up there so people know when you're going live. Don't just count on them to follow the channel. Don't just count on them to follow you on Twitter. That's not gonna work. Not everybody's gonna follow you the first time they come into your channel. They might, you know, check you out one time, and then that one time is the time you have to make that fucking #1 impression. All right? Make sure your page has got information on it, you know? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your goals. What are you trying to accomplish? What's your schedule? What are you streaming? What's your content? What can we expect in the channel? What are the rules? You know, lay it all out there on that page. And that's what I'm talking about when I say investing, excuse me. You know, now as far as investing money, you're going to have to do a little bit of that too. You're going to have to invest some money into streaming. Now, be very careful. There's a balance. Don't go too crazy with your investing because you don't want to sink yourself before you get the life jacket, all right? You don't want to invest hundreds or thousands of dollars and you find out streaming is not for you. You find out that you're not going to get the support that you thought you were going to get, and now you're in the hole thousands of dollars. Pace yourself with your investments. You know what I mean? You're going to need some kind of broadcasting software. I like XSplit because of the scene transitions that it has. A lot of people swear by OBS. Either one is good, okay? That's up to you. Invest in a good webcam. I use a Logitech. I think it's a C920. Hasn't let me down. My microphone is a Samsung Meteorite, or is it a Samsonite Meteor? Samson Meteorite. What is this thing? It's a Samsung Meteorite. All right, and it's done me well. I paid like $50 for it at Best Buy. Have a decent rig, you know, decent computer. All right, you're gonna need that because you're putting more pressure on your computer when you're streaming than if you were just playing the video game alone. Make sure you've got decent internet. Basic stuff here. I've got 3 monitors. I like 3 monitors. You don't need 3 monitors. I would say 2 is pretty good. 1 for your chat, 1 for your game. I don't personally like putting chat up on my window during gameplay. I don't like that. Probably because I've got other shit on the display, but that's just me. I prefer having a separate window for my chat. Personally, I've got this window for my game, my Twitch chat and my internet. I've got this window for the game, and I've got this monitor here for my Skype and my Spotify playlist, and I just navigate between all 3 seamlessly. So, making the right investments in streaming is definitely important. Now, you're going to have to come up with something that makes you unique as a streamer. Why should I tune into you when I can tune into 50 other streamers doing the same thing? Why do I want to come back into your channel? Okay, and I learned this early on. I watched, I wish I had the link, I don't. I watched a similar video to what I'm putting together right now here in front of you. It was done by Co-Carnage, Limpy, and Elohim, 3 amazing streamers. And I highly recommend you go look for it because I may miss something that they said. They may miss something that I said. It's, the more the merrier, and I'll get into learning from others in a little bit. But, my thing is this, I feel like there are 4 or 5 different kinds of streamers, okay? You've got entertaining, all right? They might suck at the game they play, but they're funny as shit. You watch them because they're hilarious, right? You laugh at them every night. They bring a little sense of joy to your life, okay? So you've got entertaining. Interactive, all right? They're all about their chat. They're all about their chat. They rarely miss a beat. They rarely miss somebody saying hello. Pro level gameplay. They don't need any of the other 4 ingredients because they're so fucking good at what they're playing that you're watching them not for their interaction and not because they're humorous, not because it is, but because they're good. You want to learn from them. Then you've got, I hate to say it, I'm not stereotypical, and it's not always the case, but number 4, boobies, females. Females have it easier and harder than males when it comes to streaming, okay? You put a pretty face on camera, you angle the camera slightly, you get that view, and, next thing you know, you're sitting at 1,000 viewers. It's all over Twitch, okay? It just is what it is, all right? And then, of course, you have those female streamers that are very, very good at what they do. Interaction, they've got all the ingredients, you know what I mean? So I'm just putting that out there that, yeah, females with, nice face, pretty whatever, all that good stuff. Not that difficult for them to kind of get a start compared to a scruffy dude with a beard, or me, So that's 4. So what do we have? We have entertaining, we have interactive, we have pro level gameplay, we have females, and then we have informative. Streamers who, they play a game and they want to show you everything there is about the game. It's not pro because they're still probably doing some of the other 3 ingredients, but it's enough to where you're like, okay, this guy knows what the fuck this guy knows what he's talking about, Now me personally, what's my thing? Okay, I'm entertaining, I'm interactive, and I try to be informative. I try to be. Once I learn about the game, then I share that knowledge with you guys. So I'd like to think that I've got 3 ingredients that make me unique as a streamer. Now, in addition to, you know, what makes me unique as a streamer, I have a theme. Now, I'm not saying all streams need a theme. That's not what I'm saying, but it's definitely helped me, and I enjoy having a theme. Excuse me. The Doc Nation. Welcome to the Doc Nation, trooper. You know, I'm an Army veteran, so a lot of my art on the channel is, you know, military oriented. The subscription program, join the Sergeant Corps, you know, my saluting, you know, that's my theme, is military, you know, kind of oriented, military medic, my emotes medic, you know. The other thing that I have that's fun is my hat wall. You know, I have my hat wall, which is, I am not the originator of the hat wall. I am not gonna bullshit. I am not gonna lie. Well, I may be the originator of the hat wall. The rest of them are down there. I gotta clean up. I may be the originator of the hat wall, but I'm not the originator of hats. I was watching an amazing streamer called Limpy, aka MMO Den, and I saw him one day with a construction hat. I didn't know if that was like his thing or if it was just that he was wearing a hat. So I said to myself, man, it would be so cool if I, you know, did my own version of that, you know, just went out, you know, get hats, and add that to the stream. You know, if I make a mistake, I wear the dummy hat. If I make a pimp move, I wear the pimp hat. If someone subscribes, I welcome them with the helmet, with the medic army helmet. So, you know, that's my gimmick. That's, you know, that's me. That's something that I bring to the stream. So be unique, you know, just try to be, you know, don't try to be anybody else. Be yourself, and you'll be fine. Okay. Viewers are not stupid. Your average viewer probably follows 2 or 3 streams. They've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself. All right. Now, you're going to have to do your homework. You're going to have to do some research, because selecting what game to stream is really, really important as an up-and-coming streamer, in my opinion. You know, you can't just put anything on the channel and expect people to come. You've got to do your homework. All right? There are different phases of game life on Twitch, and I like to call them the pre-hype phase, where access to this game is very limited, so whoever's in is lucky, because they're getting the primo views. You know, Elder Scrolls Online was one of these. WildStar, with that NDA, was another. There are a lot of games that come out, you know, and they're limited access. Now, as a small fry, we're not going to get those accesses unless we're incredibly lucky. But that's the pre-hype phase. If you can get a game that's in the pre-hype phase, you're looking pretty snazzy. Then there's the launch hype phase, when the game is coming out. Now, you're going to be competing with a lot of big fish, all right? You're going to be a little guppy in a freaking pool full of sharks, because, you know, you're going to be all the way on the bottom of the listings page. It's going to be really hard for you to pull in viewers. So my recommendation is to try to find that game that is just coming out, that not many people are streaming, that has a little bit of hype or buzz around it, or who knows, maybe you can create the hype or buzz. Okay? So, you know, it's all a gamble. It's all a risk, okay? I don't recommend trying to start your stream with this game that everybody and their mother is streaming, unless you're willing to wait until after the launch hype phase, which is post-launch phase. What is that? Well, all of these guys in the pre-launch phase, the launch phase, the hype phases, they've moved on. They've moved on to their regular games, you know, or it's you know, they stopped streaming it, you know, 7 days a week, and it's kind of on their rotation. And then if you're willing to wait for that last phase, then you might just be able to swing in there. Okay? I know a streamer personally who played DayZ standalone exclusively. He paid the price. He invested. He was in there with the big fish for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And little by little, the big fish tapered off. They left, they left, they left, they left. Before you know it, he was number 3 on Twitch for DayZ. Then the next thing you know, he's number 1 during his time zone. And that's how you do that. That's how you do that. Now, fortunately for him, DayZ is still a top-notch game on Twitch. People still want to see that level of gameplay. What are some games that are in this final phase of their life on Twitch? Guild Wars 2, Terra, Rift. You know, these are great games, but they don't really bring a big viewer base to them. You know, so they're not hyped anymore. They're kind of, you know, they've got their core viewing community who is probably attached to the streamers that they're already watching, but you can try to break into that. Okay? Now, what you don't want to do as a streamer, here's one of my do nots. Don't go into another channel and advertise your stream. Whether it's directly with, hey, follow me. Hey, Doc, I stream too, buddy. Yeah, you mind sending me a follow? Yeah. Or indirectly, okay? Man, whoo, I just streamed for 6 hours today. Woo! Or, hey, Doc, you know, I hope my stream can get as big as yours, buddy. You know, those are not horrible, but it's all in the same package. It's all in the same bag. It really makes you look bad. It doesn't do anything for you at all. So don't do that. If you want to reach out to that streamer that you're visiting, send them a message. You know, send them a Twitch message, send them an email with anything like that. Most streamers that I've come across are pretty cool. You know, I don't mind sharing my knowledge or lack thereof with you. But don't go into someone's channel pushing for that. It's not cool. Also, if you get to the point where you're going to raid a streamer, okay, raiding means you're going to take your viewers to another streamer's channel and just show some love, okay? Don't do so with the expectation of getting a shout out and or a raid in return, all right? Don't do that. Do it out of the kindness of your heart. Is this someone that you like? Is this somebody that you respect as a streamer? Maybe you learned a thing or two from this guy. You know, then do it out of love and respect. If it comes, it comes, and that's fantastic. If it doesn't, you know what? Hey, maybe, you know, it's all good. All right. Now, what you want to do as a streamer is do your research. Follow other streamers and learn from other streamers. Whether it's good, bad, learn from them. I've learned some amazing things by watching some of my favorite streamers. You know what I mean? Elohim is an amazing streamer in terms of viewer interaction and good humor. You know, Carnage is one of the most interactive streamers I know. His community is absolutely amazing, the Coalition. Kriparian. I like Kriparian. Is he interactive? No, not really, but I learned from Kriparian as well. I learned from Hafu. I watch a whole bunch of different streamers. I'm just throwing names out there, but I watch a lot of streamers and I learned the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, I am not going to be like this guy. This guy's an asshole, you know? Oh, I like the way he did that. You know, I'm going to use that, you know? And I always give credit where credit is due. I'll never claim to be original if I'm not original. So, you know, like I said, I'm not the only one with here's some secrets to streaming. No, all right? But do your research. Watch other streamers, you know, and learn from them because it's going to help you. You take some of their good, you throw out some of their bad, you sprinkle in your flavor, shake it up, and you've got yourself. Okay? You've got you, and you can take that, and you can move forward with it. Okay? Let's see. So we talked about themes. We talked about researching. We talked about time. Let me go back to time a little bit. You know, being a full-time streamer is not just sitting in front of the computer and streaming. I wish. Okay? I stream for an average of 7 hours a day, 6 days a week, sometimes longer. I spend a minimum of 3 hours prior to my stream and 2 or 3 hours after my stream, at least, doing my research. I'm branching out to developers of up-and-coming games. Hey, you know, I'm an up-and-coming streamer. I'd love to stream your game. I'm reaching out to other streamers. Hey, buddy, can we do some dual streams? You know, maybe kind of cross-promote each other. You raid me, I raid you. It's okay to do that if there's an agreement, you know? Hey, you know, I noticed we play the same games. How about we do a little bit of cross-raid promotion? or working on my software, working on my hardware, Skype, my moderators, talking to my moderators on Skype, answering Twitch messages. I make it a point to answer my Twitch messages within 24 hours, So don't think you're going to come into streaming and the only thing you're going to do is have to sit in front of a camera and look pretty. That is not the case. All right, so make sure you've got a strong support system with your wife, your husband, your dog, your mother. Make sure they got your back because you're going to be doing this a lot. You're going to be sitting right here on this computer, all right, with a squished in back support that doesn't even work, okay? And you're going to be putting in some time. You're going to be putting in some time if you want to be successful, okay? My next tip is going to come, is going to kind of go off on a little bit of a different path. Social media. Social media has done wonders for my channel. I consider everything I have as a streamer a circle, okay? My website, .godgame.com, has my Twitter feeds on it, has my stream channel on it. My stream channel, when I'm live, has an overlay with all of my social media. My Twitter, I tweet when I go live. I tweet whenever I make an update on my website or forums. I tweet whenever I'm thinking about trying a new game. I tweet. Everything is a circle. Everything needs to be leading towards your channel, okay? So I've got Twitter. I've got a Steam group. I've got Facebook. I've got a website. I've got forums. I've got the stream, okay? You need to be out there. If you are wanting to be a full-time streamer and you are not investing in Twitter or social media in general, you are shooting yourself in the foot. You need to invest in social media. It doesn't have to be money. I didn't pay nothing for my Steam group. I didn't pay nothing for Twitter. I didn't pay anything for Facebook. No, it's time. It's time. It's just time invested, Oh, this is a gamer. Let me follow him, see if I can get a follow back. Yeah, you do it that way for a little while. Sure. All right, build up a small little Twitter base, because guess what? If 10% of your Twitter followers come into your channel when you tweet that you're live, oh, what's 10% of 800? I got a GED, so don't ask me. I think it's 80. Is it 80? I think it's 80. That's 80 viewers that are coming in to check you out when you go live. Same thing with your Steam group. So invest in social media. It's very important. This day and age, everything is done on the internet. So do what you have to do. What else? You can invest a few bucks in some nice overlay art, on your page. Artwork looks good. People like to see a professionally done page. Make sure your Twitch channel page looks good. Not everybody's financial situation is to the point where you can hire a graphic artist to do it. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much at all to just make some kind of nice imagery, decent imagery with your channel page. I don't think I've come across a big time streamer who doesn't have some kind of channel art on their page for their panel images. You don't have to get all snazzy, with overlays. I mean, I love overlays. I'm a huge overlay fan, as you can see here. I have an overlay for most of my favorite games, but it's not a necessity. It's just it's something I like, and I do it. I do it. So what else is there to talk about? We talked about developing a theme for your channel, if you so choose. Trying to be unique. Don't be like anybody else. We talked about investing a little bit of money in the proper software and hardware. We talked about investing time. You're going to be putting a lot of time into your stream. We talked about making a schedule. Make sure that you have some kind of consistency. And that's another thing. Be consistent. Don't put up a schedule and then not live by it. That's just ass backwards, okay? Remember, if you're gonna embark on the path of professional streaming, then you need to act like a professional. If you're not gonna be online that day because real life occurred, then you need to be tweeting that out. If you're gonna be running late, tweet that out. Be professional. Let your viewers know what's going on. The last thing you want is a viewer in your channel saying, "Where's Doc? Is he not on today? Oh man, I was looking forward to him coming on. He's no. Oh, all right. You might not now. You possibly lost a viewer. You know, I mean, most people understand real life happens. Something must have come up, but some don't. And right now, in this early stage of our careers, you know, we want every single viewer we can get. We want every single follower we can get. Every single move we make is under scrutiny. It's under that magnifying glass. We need to do it bigger. We need to do it better. All right. Last but not least, I'm going to say, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. On my third night of streaming, I was giving away Hearthstone beta keys. I was averaging 1,200 in the channel. But that's because I was doing this Hearthstone giveaway, closed beta. Nobody had keys. I got lucky, got a few keys. I reached out to Kriparian one night. Hey, buddy. I noticed that you stream Hearthstone and you're a pretty big streamer. I've got some keys to give away. Do you mind telling your viewers about me? Did Kriparian respond? No, of course not. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But next time around, hey, I like your community. I like your team. I'm just a small up-and-comer looking to make it. You know, do you have room? Sure, come on in. I checked you out. I like what I see. Don't be afraid to reach out and don't be afraid to reach out for the stars. Streaming, being a professional streamer is just like any other goal or dream or aspiration that you may have, man. It's the same thing. Reach out to streamers, reach out to developers that have, you know, hyped up games that are coming. You know, I've reached out to a lot of developers, a lot of no's, some yeses, but hey, you know, it's part of the reason why I'm here, I'm where I am today. You know, is networking. It's networking. You can never have too many friends in this business. Never, 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 never. You know? So, I think that pretty much, I think that's it. As far as, you know, what I feel will help you be a successful professional streamer. If I missed anything, I apologize. You know, feel free to ask any questions you have on the comments below. I'll definitely answer them. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to your boy. I am struggling. I'm working very hard to find the time needed to get some regular content here up on YouTube, because I would love to double dip into digital content creation with both Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, feel free, leave some comments below if you liked the video. If you didn't, let me know. And until then, good luck, have fun, kick ass, and get laid, and good luck on your streaming careers. Take care.